side bosses. We're not going to do any of the um anything super fancy. We're just going to try and get through, not die, and kill stuff in a timely manner. So we're going to pick up the quest to start with. I don't have the I'm not going to do splits for this because I'm only doing it once on each class, basically. If I find one class that I'm particularly enjoying doing on, I'll maybe come back and do it again. But for now, just gonna get started. I think we'll... Do we actually want to do it? Which way do we want to do it? Because so normally the way I do Vateshran, for those of you who don't know, who've not seen me be here before, is I do green, blue, red, because that's what you do to get the maximum score. Because there's a trash pack in blue specifically that you have to do green first. I'm gonna start with green. I'm gonna do it the way I usually do. There's a trash pack in blue that you need the crossbow from green to access. But obviously, if we're not doing all the optional trash and stuff, holy crap, I do not have enough match regen for this. Then there's not much point in Usually I have no problem with stuff here, but usually I'm running Nightblade. So I get a bunch of regen from that. Do I do much of this other solo stuff? I will do Infinite Archive occasionally if I need to farm stuff, but I don't go out of my way to do it. I was trying to get the... What's-its-face Trifecta a while back. The Maelstrom. I mean, I have it already, but I was trying to get, like, a fast time. But... I don't... Why is it not taking any damage? Is it just that? Okay, no, I just deal no damage. That's why. That's fun. No, so I do some Infinite Archive every now and then. I don't like Maelstrom Arena. I think Maelstrom is really boring, so I more did it for wanting to get that challenge more than anything. It wasn't because I particularly liked it. We're gonna not drop our ult here because, oh my god, I have no match. We're not gonna drop our ult here because this guy is actually gonna disappear at 80%. And we want to save it for here. Oh, that's where all my recoveries are. It's because it's all based around ult, isn't it? Can I kill this before we have to... Nice. Before I think it gets taken away. Yeah, so that boss fight, depending on... It's a bit luck and it's a bit... like, damage, but you want to... The first guy will always change at 80%. And then after that, it's a mixture of luck and killing them quick enough. The damage is really not that great. Things have been pretty okay in my procs, actually. I've got my Lucent Citadel Trifecta prog, which I'll be doing later tonight. And I have my Saturday group, which is kind of like my more relaxed group, in a way. I say more relaxed because, like, it's just designed to be a bit more of a chill group. It's not... I usually don't have to play as, like, super duper serious. We were in Cloud Rest for quite a while, trying to get the hard mode. which honestly probably took a bit longer than it should have. But we just finished there last week. So now we are going into Lucent to try and do some hard modes there. I don't know if we will actually be trying to get the full hard mode there, or if we're just going to go for like the first two. We did the first two already. I don't know if we're just going to go and do that a few more times, or if we're trying to actually do the full hard mode. Because if you've never been to Lucent Citadel, basically the last hard mode is way harder than the first two. Like, it's actually quite difficult. Okay. And we will drop her all here, I think. I think tech... Okay, no, we shouldn't have done that. Wait, it's okay, it's shifting standard. I can do that. We're gonna get these guys standing up in a bit. There we go. So this is actually gonna be quite good because we get our Ansel's triggers from this. Is he gonna switch? Perfect timing. Oh shit. Oh my goodness, I might die here. We can... If we go over here, we can actually just kill him here. There we go. That was a tad, what was a tad harder than I thought it would be. Jesus Christ, our crit damage is so low. We have fighting finesse, and we've got... Why is it so low? Oh, sorry, why am I in 7 pieces? What? That's so bad. Pyrebrand is really not doing that much, to be completely honest. I thought Pyrebrand would be better, but it's really just not that good. Anyway, time is ticking. We have plenty of time. The trifecta time here is like... I want to say about... It's something crazy, like 35 minutes. So you don't have to worry too much, to be completely honest. Maybe Mage is the way to go for this, honestly. And run, like, Flame Lash instead. No, because you don't get any off balance. Oh, why did I just click that? This is the problem, is, like, I feel like damage is just really low. Usually when I go into places like this, I run with the subclass build, because it allows you to stack up on crit damage. So you don't really have to worry too much about your crit damage. But at the moment I'm at, like, quite low crit damage. So maybe it would be worth it. Because this damage is just not good. Or maybe I run axes. I did think this was going to be the hardest one, to be honest. Because Necro, you get a bunch of sustain just from stuff dying. So I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Whereas DK, like, all the sustain is in the ult, right? And you don't want to be just dropping your ult willy-nilly in any of these places. So there's like very specific places you want to drop your ult. One of them is coming up ahead, actually. There we go, so it's changed. That's on this guy, because I want to kill this as quickly as I can. Okay.
So you come to find the champion of Mola.
There we go. Why is that saying a 30-second duration on that, by the way? There's no way that's a 30-second duration spell. Isn't it like a 10-second? There we go, it's 10 seconds. Something is up with my timers. It's because it's like doing that is way too quickly. So normally when we do these trash sections here, I'd go through and I'd kill all the enemies because they give you extra score. But what I'm actually going to do is just rush all the way through and pull the lever at the end. I'm going to grab that sigil, and then I'm just going to go. Because we're not going for a high score here, we're just going for clearing and getting out. And we don't need to kill those guys to clear. When you do that in like a score push fashion, you kill all the ads in the portals because they give you extra score, and score is good. But obviously, if you're not caring about score and you just want, oh my god, to get through and get the trifecta, it's not something you really have to worry about. I might actually drop ult on the next trash pool, just because otherwise that eye is just never gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna drop ult here. Yeah, that was a good shout. Because otherwise that eye would just be alive forever. Like, even this guy's gonna take ages. And we're just gonna rush through here. I'll pick up that one. I think I don't even need to pick up those sigils. I think I probably can just run all the way. Yeah, I've still got 10 seconds. They last for, yeah, I've got ages, so I didn't have to pick that up. One of the things, if you're going for the trifecta, like not for a high score, and you're just like, I want to just get out, get the achievement, be done, is there's so much you can skip in these places. Because it only is about getting to the end and killing the final boss. It doesn't register anything about your like your score, how many bosses you killed, stuff like that. So there's a bunch of side bosses that you can skip. You can skip any trash that you don't find necessary. Yeah, if there was a way to skip these bosses here, someone would have figured it out. Okay. Now, we probably are going to have to do the upstairs portal at least once, which I'd rather not do, but you know, it might have to happen. Also, we are going to do the interrupts on these because, or at least we're going to do one. Enfeeblement, we do actually need to kill this one. Because this is the one that reduces our damage. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna go upstairs and kill these. So you don't have to kill these. It's kind of optional, because they just deal damage. And if you can burn fast enough, then you don't need to. But also, we're just playing it safe at the moment. We're gonna keep him in this AoE. We're not gonna kill another Sentinel. At this point, we're just gonna kill him. Because the alt shifting standard is just like so much damage over about 20 seconds. Oh my goodness, I'm out. This is the problem. I have no match sustain. And I'm not wanting to run like light armor. Okay. We've gotten through most of the hard parts. There is one section that we might struggle with coming up in a bit. Actually two. So the final boss is not a problem. Is a good thing. You can play it super safe if you want to. You can also just burn through it if you have the damage, which I'm not sure if we will on this this build. And you know what? We're actually gonna run past all these. Just kill this guy here, I think. And these small lads are helping us by giving us more bring a pale order damage. But yeah, so we kill that guy, all these despawn, which is actually a bad thing if you're going for score. Because if you're going for score, you want to kill those. How come no light armor, medium better now? So in organized group content, you almost always want to be in medium armor, and that's because you will be at the crit. You will be at the penetration cap. I can actually just show you. So when we're looking at the perks, the main one medium armor gives is penetration and crit rating. Everything else is kind of whatever if you're damage dealing. But the thing is, if you're in organized group content, you will be at the pen cap, like pretty much always. So you maybe need one piece. Crit rating is nice, but medium armor gives you both critical damage and weapon and spell damage. So, wait, where is it? There it is. Critical damage, weapon and spell damage. And those are both useful, whereas the pen is only half useful. And a lot of compositions are built around people being in 6 pieces of medium armor to hit that critical damage cap. Now, in something like Vateshran, the penetration is a bit weird because ads don't have a set amount of armor. It's kind of all over the place. So the moment you can see my penetration is around 10k on average, which is actually enough for here because most stuff in Vateshran averages around, I think it's, I want to say about 12 to 13k resistances. So I probably could put on more light armor, and it would be a bit better in terms of penetration, but I'd lose out on this crit damage. And I'm already quite low on crit damage. Like, one of the things I said was I was considering running axes instead of daggers, because axes would give me another 12% crit damage, which would bring me up to about 104. I could also probably drop something to run some source of minor force, would probably be the better idea. But yeah, basically, you just don't really need light armor here, especially if you're providing major breach, which I am with Elisus and Razor Caltrops. So, we're gonna skip these. Skip. Just kill this guy. Oh god. I do think I might actually want more penetration though, because weirdly what happens is these guys have more physical armor than spell. They have more physical resistance than spell resistance, which is fine when you, because the best way to do this at the moment is you play a subclass, or at least the best way I find is you do a subclass Darkness, which is all magic damage. Obviously on DK that's not the case. This is... actually, no, sorry. Most of this is flame damage, but when we're in trash, we're using a lot of physical damage. Okay. We're gonna light you up. So there's a lot of ways to play this. There's a few mechanics to this fight that you can kind of play around with. But for the most part, your best bet is just burn it. Because it doesn't... Nothing really does that much damage. The big thing that does damage is this guy here. But if you have a bunch of AoE damage, although currently I have not as much as I would like, so she's going to jump. That guy's going to leave behind a little hole in the ground. Okay. I do want to keep up my Major Resolve, just because it does provide you with so much safety. Well, like, you can see, there's all these imps, and they're not really hitting me for that much. And once she's dead, they disappear. We can skip this ad. There's a Flame Archer that wanders here, and there's some goblins over there. We can just run past them. Right, there's like 2 sections left that are in any way going to cause me trouble. And one of them is right up ahead after I kill this guy. This guy isn't the trouble, this guy's easy. And it is... So I want to make sure that I have my potions up. So yeah, so up ahead is where there's going to be a problem. But I think I should... Yeah, okay. So you see this boss here? You really don't want to trigger him, because he does a lot of damage. So what we're going to try and do is not hit him. Because we don't have to kill him. We don't have to kill these guys either, technically, but we need to get to... We need to use this here. So we might as well just kill them quickly. But that is one of the hard sections. Hey, Arden. Now we've done that, there's only one other hard part. And once that hard part is done, we are smooth sailing to get our first Trifecta, which I think we can probably get done in under 30 minutes. Although, sweet Jesus Christ, these guys actually hurt it. Technically, I only have to kill the Warden, but I'm killing those other guys so I survive. Okay. So our second to last boss is probably also the hardest one here, and that is the Power Lord. Because the ads he summons really hurt. There is a few things you can do to make it a bit easier, though, which I'll show you as we go.
So, you wish to meet destruction?
So this Flame Tornado, you just want to move around with it. You don't want to take it. You also don't want to move away, because otherwise he shoots fireballs at you. Okay, here is the problem. And it is this big skeleton over here. But first we're going to go stand up here. So you can avoid this whole mechanic he does just by standing up here. We are going to kill this skeleton, though. We're actually going to drop an ult as well. Do we kill... No. I'm wondering if we kill the other one as well. This way. No, I think we can just kill him now. So that big skeleton summons those little skeletons, and also just hits very hard. But we only really need to kill the first one. If you're properly score pushing this, you don't even need to kill that first one. Is this gonna still hurt? Okay, no, it's just a visual effect. Yeah, so if you're properly speed score pushing this, you have enough damage that you don't even need to kill that one big skeleton. You just nuke the guy because he's only got about 3 million health, and if you're doing selves right, then you don't really need to kill him. Right, we're on to the last boss though. So this is basically home free because I've done this fight to death. It might be a bit harder because I do have a bit less damage than I'm used to because I'm running a full pure class D. Actually, wait, have I done class masteries? Oh, I've got the wrong class masteries on. That probably doesn't help. Oops. When we do the next character, we're gonna make sure that we have the right class masteries because at the moment I don't have the right ones. I have one that gives Major Berserk, which we do not need. These AoEs just don't stand on them. You can cleave down these ads if you want, but it's not super necessary. You only need to get her to about 50. Oh god, I've got 3 of them now actually. That is a bit problematic. Okay, there we go. We're gonna do lightning first. Generally, I try and save the flame platform for the last because it is the most annoying and the one most likely to get me killed. And the effects last for the entire time. This is taking way longer than usual. So you can actually see her health is refilling. And the thing is that the quicker we finish this side portal, the less health she regenerates. So she's gone to 35%, which is actually quite a lot. I'm gonna drop Knot here. Because we only need to get her back down to about that much. So you can see she's filling the floor. I'm gonna grapple over here. Ooh. And we're gonna do this guy now. Oh my goodness. We're not gonna drop her out on her now. We're gonna save it for the fire portal. So, we will actually play this mechanic to show you how to do it. So, this mechanic here, you have these guys coming towards you, and it's essentially a damage check. You have to try and kill them before they get to the middle to open up a little way you can get through. Because once they reach the middle, they just kill you. But if you have enough damage, you push her to the next phase before that. Okay, come here, you annoyance. Okay, this is the one that we need to watch out for. It's not actually the Pyre Lord. It's the Pyre Lord's little friend. And she's going to spawn one back when we go through, which I may actually kill. Which I've never had to do before. No, we are fine. We are just going to kill her and get a new best score in this character. 2740 is... hey, Tom. 2740 is quite long for me. I think my fastest here was a... Vateshran. Yeah, my fastest here was in 1934, and that was with killing everything. So this 2740 is a decent amount slower.